Thank you for sending
You're welcome.
them. Yeah.
Every day I do it. It's very expensive.
I know, every day they're from you.
You do not need them, but I send them to you every day.
So sweet to do so. I was looking through old pictures. You know how when you get bored and you're just looking through old stuff on your phone and all your photos? And I came across me with that song playing in the car when I was driving that I sent to you. Because that song reminds me of you.
Do you have the picture?
I don't have it with me. No. It was a
I
whole
love the picture.
It was a whole video.
But yeah, it was a whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
You've been doing this for years.
It's his favorite song. He's a wonderful dancer. He stretches, as you can see.
As you can tell, I am a wonderful dancer.
But what's important is that you stretch, because you know you need to limber up.
You have to. Hammies, you go like that.
Because you dance all night long.
Yeah.
Hey, I loved your Super Bowl commercial.
Thank you very much.
I loved it.
I loved yours.
Thank you. It was very funny, and y'all all got to use your accents.
We got to use our fake accents.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody's like, where from Boston are you? And I'm like, the streets. They're like, whereabouts? I'm like, Newton, which is like the most suburban part of Boston. And if you're from Boston, you find that funny. Obviously, none of you are.
No.
Oh, we got one over there.
Yeah, they just didn't think it was funny.
She's like, the Newton joke killed.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
So you knew Chris Evans already?
I did. We weirdly went to rival high schools at the same time, and I think we might have played sports against each other, but didn't know. You
did audition for the same role.
That's very nice to say I auditioned for the same role. I did. The truth is they hadn't offered it to him yet. So they were like, let's see who else is out there before we offer it to Chris Evans. And I went in and I tested for Captain America. Got to wear the suit, which was really fun. This is a true story. I was putting the suit on and the guy was like, this is really momentous, and I said yes, and I was putting the suit on, and I was halfway up, not wearing any other clothes other than this, and I was halfway up, and I was like, I think, and right at that moment, Chris Hemsworth walked by, and he was like, you look good, mate, and I was like, nope, you know what, it's fine, we don't have to do this. Nope, we don't. He was just like jacked.
Yeah.
And he was like, you're gonna look great in that suit, and I was like, don't make fun of me, Hemsworth. And so I just walked away right there.
No, you did not.
No, I didn't.
No.
I acted my heart out that day.
Yeah.
And it didn't work out.
Didn't work out, but that's all right. You went a different direction. And by the way, you look great, because you have been working out like crazy.
Thank you.
Yes, for everything that you've been doing.
Like this?
Yeah.
For this show?
For this show, yeah. I like to gain weight for a show. What I do is I try to gain weight in case there's a show coming up.
Speaking of shows, congratulations on your Golden Globe. That was huge.
Oh, thank you. That was
huge, wasn't it? And that was... I'm a comedy nerd. That is the art of comedy, is the most brilliant comedian can take a joke and keep going with it and make it funnier and funnier. I make them worse, but you made it very, very funny.
Not true.
That was the greatest speech.
Thank you. I had a lot of fun. Thanks. Well, let me compliment you now. We're just going to compliment each other back and forth. You, again, made the cut of People's Sexiest Man. Not a lot.
No, I didn't even know that, actually, because as your producer was describing where I was in the magazine, she was like, sort of in the back, like, back, and then, like, back, and I was like in the appendix? Like, where, was I the honorable mention, or, like, your mom phoned in and said we should remember you? I was like, what section is this?
Yeah, if you were to vote, who would be the sexiest man, in your opinion?
I mean, to be really honest, I thought Brad Pitt was the sexiest person every year. I mean, like, he must get the phone call and he just goes, yeah, no, guys, somebody else is here. And they're like, great, we just had to ask, and now we'll go to somebody else. But he has to be.
Yeah.
And then speaking of Golden Globes, he made that speech, and on top of looking like that, he's like, do something nice. And I was like, all right.
Yeah.
We get it, you win it, life, move on.
He's a good guy.
He's a wonderful person.
You know that, he's a really good guy. I just saw that Hazel, your daughter, that's her name.
That is.
Just reminding you.
Thank you.
Is 6 years old.
She's about to be. Coming up. Yep.
Is that the one that I met at the San Ysidro Ranch?
Yes.
She was tiny.
Tiny.
She was a tiny
like
little
this.
girl. Yeah, she was like that.
She was like a treasure troll.
She was... You would carry her in your hand like that.
Just do this with her hair.
Yeah.
And now she's 6.
What is she doing now? What is she into?
Making me laugh. She's so funny. The other day, I was actually, after 10 years of being with my wife, I was like, I'm finally going to do a photo wall. So I got all these brand new frames, and I unwrapped them, and I put them on the ground. You put them on the ground before you put them up where they're going to be on the wall. And the girls came over, and they were like, wow, you're doing such a great job, Daddy. And then Hazel literally leaned on my shoulder, and she went, it's so good. Don't you think you should put pictures of us up? It was all the fake families in the frames.
That's funny.
It was amazing.
And good timing.
Yes.
To pause like that.
I think she was genuinely concerned that I was losing my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really cute. I ask a question, you answer, and hit the button, and we move on to the next question. They all must be honest answers. What's your most irrational fear?
Spiders. Too hard, sorry.
That's really,
I'm very sorry.
Very aggressive.
Sorry. What's your button for?
Oh, because I answer also.
Okay.
Irrational. Mine is the sound of styrofoam.
Wow.
You know, when the chest hits each other. Or cotton balls.
Ooh,
you know that.
We couldn't even say it.
No, because
cotton balls.
Yeah, because you know when you feel them. Name a because irrational.
Do you mean the softest things in the world scare you?
No.
You know when you feel them and they feel wonderful?
No, it's the. I can take a look at this. I can take a solid sheet of cotton, not the balls.
Wow, you're still having trouble.
No, say something sexy, but do it in a Boston accent.
Barbecue.
Sexy.
Is barbecue not sexy?
No.
Okay.
No.
Naked barbecue.
Yeah. That's good. What's the strangest thing that you know too much about?
Naked barbecue.
If you had a fragrance, what would it be called?
Naked
barbecue. Yeah.
Come on, too easy.
I mean, you're going to stick with it. Who was the last celebrity you freaked out about meeting?
Oh, that's a good question. I met Tom Brady once.
Yeah.
And I think that's... There she is.
Yep.
The lone Boston woman just passed out.
Yeah.
No, I met him and he was like, hey, how you doing? I was like, pretty good. and that's all I remember about meeting him. Yep.
All right.
And then woke up and was like, hi, Giselle. And that's all I remember.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It was a pretty weird night.
Well, you did freak out. Yeah. If you and Chris Martin were to go on a date, where would you take him?
Taco Bell. That's true.
Really?
I'm being dead serious. Yeah, when I was in college, I went for 13 days straight, 2 meals a day.
Yeah.
It's 26 meals.
Yes, it is.
Do I get an endorsement? I actually do love Taco Bell. So.
Well, maybe you will
if
get.
I keep saying.
Yeah, if you say how much you love Taco Bell, they will. What was your biggest dad fail?
Oh man, so many. Oh man, I don't know.
All right, Andy. Andy's not satisfied with this game so far. He's like, let's just stop then.
I was trying to let him up.
Okay, I'll let him up.
Guys, go. Can we push in on Andy, please? Thank you. Thanks, guys. No, just sit with it. Yeah. Nope, he's still going, guys. Let's keep it. Yeah. All right. Perfect.
All right. Most embarrassing wardrobe malfunction.
This one? Is there...
No, you look lovely.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Never knew that.
If you were an animal, what would you be and why?
I would be a cheetah because it's the fastest animal.
Yeah, they're very fast.
Very fast.
I like them.
That is the loudest 10 people ever.
Yeah, no, there's more than 10. No, there's definitely more. Don't count them now, but there's definitely more than 10. You're both very funny. I'm a fan of both of you, and thanks for being on our Office show, because you're on The Office show.
We are indeed.
Isn't that clever that we would have you on such a show?
Yeah, what's the connection?
Because you are on a show. Yes, yeah. And you must be getting a lot of recognition, both of you. John? Pretty much people just going nuts when they see you on the street?
Actually, people have been pretty mellow, pretty nice. Just like, hey, love the show. And then they do whatever they were doing before. Except one time I was actually out with some friends, and this girl came up to me, and she was like, aren't you on The Office? And I said, yeah. She goes, well, my friend Sarah really loves the show. And I said, oh, okay. And she's like, this is Sarah. So I was like, hey, Sarah, how are you? And as I'm talking to her, the girl who was talking to me before just like pats my face and puts her fingers in my mouth. And I was kind of like, hey, Sarah, okay. I don't know how that was appropriate. But I love thinking about how she tells that story. Like, people are like, you saw the guy from The Office last night? She's like, yep. Totally put my fingers in his mouth. Yeah, you know. That's how people do it now.
Yeah, that's how that is.
Had it done.
Yeah, oh, sure. Yeah, everybody gets fingers in their mouth like that. Please. No, don't. And you've had a lot of office jobs or odd jobs.
Well, I wasn't always the bundle of raw, sexual, successful energy you see before you. Once I was a traffic counter for a graduate study program at the University of Washington, and I sat on a freeway bridge and counted the numbers of cars going down the carpool lane. for days and days and days.
That sounds like a job you could cheat at. You don't really have to be accurate.
And that's what we did.
And John, so you actually, and you started as an intern at Conan O'Brien?
Conan O'Brien, yeah.
What was that like?
Rough.
Yeah.
He was evil.
No.
No. Conan is quite possibly the nicest guy, but I'd basically stand backstage and go over his monologue jokes with him, and he'd run through them with me, and I'd laugh very, very hard. And it was so exciting. And I saw Mr. T one, and that was like the greatest thing ever.
Oh, man.
And he got so nervous, and he was like, what do I do? What do I do? And I was like, just be yourself, man. I don't even know where to go with that, but he took it, and he was like, thanks. And then he was wearing the towel like he always wears, and he got like all psyched up, and then he grabs the towel, he's like, all right, man, wish me luck. He throws the towel, and it hit me in the face, and it was like really sweaty, and I was like, this is gross.
Yeah.
This is like the grossest thing ever.
You kept the towel, though, didn't you?
Have it. Yeah.
Good luck with the show. The show is really, really funny. It's
Thanks.
doing really well.
Thank
so
you so much.
congratulations.
Thanks.
And you don't have to get up yet. But anyway, thank you so much.
Don't worry about it.
And
Oh, Rain, no.
What is it?
We
Sorry,
wanted
he wants to dance.
We really wanted. We missed the dancing. We
It's
wanted
okay.
to do the dancing.
Oh, y'all both want to dance?
A little bit.
Well, we don't really have a lot of time, but all right, if you both really want to.
We want to have a dance off.
All right, well, y'all go ahead.
Hit it, Tommy!
Good to see you.
Good to see you, too.
So we just saw each other a couple of weeks ago. There was a movie being filmed right near our farm that we have, and Matt Damon is in this movie, and I went to go visit him, and John was there visiting Matt.
Yes, I stalk him. So.
And do you?
Yeah.
You're
yeah.
there with them a lot. You're good friends with Matt.
I'm pretty good friends.
Yeah.
I'm getting there. You have to pay extra money to get to another level of friendship. But no, it's going well so far. No, but I saw you, and I was talking to Portia about horses.
Yeah, you're not really a farm person, are you?
Well, I do like the idea. I like the idea of farms, and I like the idea of animals. No, not a big horse guy. I just don't get up there and ride horses.
Well, it's because you had a bad experience.
I did. I had a really bad experience. When I was very little, I think I was like 8 or 9, we were actually touring California, and I'm from Boston, and my mom was like, let's all ride horses for the first time. And I thought, this is great. And my mom was so good at having us try new things. And we got up, and I was very scared because the horse looked like a building to me. And they were like, it's fine, get on. And the guy was a little brash and was like, get on the horse, it'll be totally fine. He's our quietest horse. And then everybody's on their horses, he's about to lead, and he goes, so what we're gonna do is, and a bee must have stung his horse. And literally, he's like, so it's no big deal, don't be afraid. And he goes down the path into the woods, and we're all standing there, and you could hear him. He was like, ah! And then silence. Like, I think he made it like 3 miles before. And then he came back and just had a little bit of, I was like, that's a cowboy. Just a little bit of a limp, but he was off the horse, dragged down the whole thing.
And all of your horses just stayed and watched that happen? They didn't take off after that horse?
No, they must have thought that was hilarious. Like, look at Frank today, real moody. And I dismounted and was like, I think I'm good with the horses.
Smart.
Thank you.
And congratulations on getting married. You recently got married. That's a beautiful.
Thank you.
Isn't it great?
It's awesome. It is amazing. And when you do it successfully, you feel really good about yourself. Because I was definitely doing that thing where I was like, I'm going to propose to her real fast before she wakes up and was like, what am I doing? I could have anybody. What's going on? I'm like, don't, just put this on. Shh. But we had the best time, and it's one of those things where, you know, as soon as you meet someone, you
knew right away when you met her?
Yes. I wasn't really looking.
And did she know right away too?
She says she does, so I'm going to take that as a yes. No, it was one of those things where I wasn't really looking for a relationship, and I was thinking I'd take my time in LA and everything, and then I met her, and I was so nervous, and I was like, oh God, I think I'm going to fall in love with her. And as I shook her hand, I went, I like you. So if anybody's looking how to pick up a girl, that's the way you do it. You don't need any pickup lines, just be weird.
It just came out like that.
Yeah, I was like, I like you. And I think I was trying to say, like, I like your stuff or something, and that would have been worse.
Yeah. good that you stopped
I like
it.
your body. Oh my God, this is so weird. This has got so weird. No, so I guess she was charmed by my totally being an imbecile.
Who wouldn't be charmed by you? You're charming.
Thank you.
You're a charming guy.
Thank you
really
very
are.
much.
You should have waited. You had more choices.
I know.
Yeah,
I should have come by here first to make sure.
Make sure that there weren't more people. No, you're all a cute couple, So
Thank you.
let's talk about the Steve Carell. That really was a very touching. And you know, he was here just a few days ago.
Oh, really?
And he said that he was surprised with how emotional he was. I don't know how he didn't expect to be emotional at that moment.
Well, I also feel really bad for him because the last few weeks, I think, were just like ticking away. Day to day, he knew that every day was getting closer to his last day, and then it became, every take became closer. And so I think there was a part of him when they said, like, great, moving on, we got that scene. He was like, wait, we should do more. And I grew up in Boston, so I was very, like, unemotional about the whole thing. Like, no problem, repress your feelings, it's gonna be fine. And I told everybody, it's just logic. Like, his contract's up, he's going to do other things, it's fine. And then we got to that scene, and all my mental toughness went out the window. And I think I cried more than anybody else, and I took all the tears from the set. Like, even the crew who were emotional were like, all right, settle down, buddy, we got it. And the first 3 takes of that scene, as soon as I said, tomorrow I'll tell you what a great, I just started crying, and it was bad crying. It was like, And I think the camera guys were like, just keep rolling, because he'll believe that this is totally fine. And it was embarrassing, and I'm sure they used like the second to last take, because that was when we finally had pulled it together.
Well, yeah, I don't know how you kind of held it together that much, because it really was.
Well, I mean, we owe him everything, really.
Yeah.
I mean, that show has given me everything. I'm so proud of it, and I would never be here, for sure. And I never, you know, wouldn't have so many things in my life if it weren't for that show. So to me, him leaving was the first step of realizing what we had done and how special this show is to me. So.
Our next guest made us laugh every week on The Office, and now he's starring in the new movie 13 Hours, The Secret Soldiers of Benghazi. Please welcome my friend, John Krasinski.
Embarrass me.
That's our song.
That is our song.
That's our song, and that's exactly how John dances to that song every time it comes on.
It's not original, but it's good.
No, but we actually danced at Jen and Justin's wedding. I asked Samantha Ronson was the DJ, and we asked her to play the song.
We hijacked the wedding.
And we basically cleared the dance floor. No, people were dancing with us, but you take up so much space when you dance.
Thank you. Yeah.
Because you do.
Because you have to stretch it out.
You have to do the lunges.
Yeah.
No one really thinks about lunging during dancing, but.
By the end of the song, I'm ready to dance to anything.
Yeah, because you're stretched out.
Exactly.
You're limber.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's great to see you.
Good to see you, too.
You got up real early the other morning to announce the Oscar nominations.
I did, yeah.
How early was that?
It's not even a time. It's just like this space-time continuum wrinkle that you come in, you announce the Oscars, and you get brought back to bed.
Yeah.
I don't know what time it was.
I bet it was really early.
It was just like dark.
Yeah.
That's all I remember it was.
Yeah. It's you take a lot of chances. That's what I like about you.
That's what I do, yeah.
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 You get up real early.
I've never been more stressed to pronounce people's names. They go over it with you. It's very scary.
Yeah, it is a lot, and it's live. Like Dennis Quaid, you know, it's Saoirse. It doesn't look like it's spelled.
Definitely
it doesn't
not.
sound like that.
No.
So you can see how somebody would mess up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who did you have problems with?
Well, I didn't have problems, but I got a complex because we started talking about it so many times. They said Alejandro Iñárritu, which I was like, oh, great, the stress is on the A. And they were like, Iñárritu. And I was like, Iñárritu. And they were like, Iñárritu. And I said, yeah, I get it, Iñárritu. And they were like, Iñárritu. And so then by the time it came out, they were like, and the nominees for directors are, and I was like, Iñárritu. Oh my God. I hope I got it right. It was pretty great.
Yeah, I don't even know how I just say Alejandro.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
Or Ali G, because his middle name is G.
Yeah.
He loves that.
Yeah, does he?
Yeah. As a respected director, they love street names.
Yeah. I bet he does.
Yep.
You don't know that.
Yeah.
The last time you were here, you were talking about you and Emily swimming with sharks.
That's right.
I
love to terrify my wife if
yes,
I can.
and it was your honeymoon.
It was.
And which is, you know, you hear stories about people going scuba diving on their honeymoons and strange things happen.
Yeah.
You were how far down?
I was 100 feet deep.
I don't scuba dive, but that seems deep.
Yeah, it's like the bottom of the earth. It's very, it's very scary.
It's the bottom.
No, but we had a disposable camera that I was videoing on, and it started to crinkle up. No joke. It was pretty wild. And the crazy thing was the day before we had snorkeled with sharks, and so our dive instructor, I think, got really competitive. So he's like, "Oh, I'll show you some stuff." And I said, I don't need you to show me. We saw it. It's good. And he was like, "No, we're going to take you to gray reef sharks," which I know every shark looks like Jaws, but these really look like Jaws, and they're huge. And so we went down there, and they swim very close. These guys swim very close. And Emily never wanted to learn scuba diving, and I was like, we will never get into trouble with sharks. And all of a sudden, one broke off from the circle and swam behind us, and I saw it, and Emily didn't. And he started to charge Emily, and so my decision was, if I spook her out and she moves a lot, he might bite her. And instead, I just let it ride. And right as the shark came close to her, she very adorably went, and then the shark came right here, and she went, and like air bubbles came out. She kind of passed out underwater. It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, what happens when you see that? I would be so scared that I wouldn't clamping down enough.
All of her air just went to the top, and then it was pretty scary. And then we saw like this speck 20 seconds later, and I said, please, not another shark. She'll never do anything with me again. And we didn't know what it was, and it was a sea turtle who came up, I'm not kidding, came up, put his arm around her, and then started petting her head. That's true. It's true. Yeah, this is real footage of that.
Wow.
Yeah.
They're amazing,
Yeah.
aren't they?
And he like hugged her, and it's like he knew she had a bad day, and he was like, sorry about my buddy Terry. He gets real close on the flybys.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing.
That's why I want to do it, because of experiences like that, but
Yeah.
I'm scared to do it. So, how is Hazel?
She's great.
And Hazel is his daughter, and she's how old?
She's almost 2. She's about to turn 2. It's the greatest
That's a good
thing ever.
age.
Yeah.
So is she talking?
She is talking. She's talking a lot. She's starting to do little bits, which is hilarious. Like she, when she's looking for me, instead of saying like, Daddy, Daddy, she goes, where is that Daddy? Like that crazy guy. I was like, that's so weird. And she's also picking up on Emily's accent, so she doesn't say water. She says, Woota. Woota. And I was like, just wait till kindergarten till people go, what's that accent? She's like, water, water, it's water.
Oh, that's adorable,
It's so awesome,
though.
yeah.
I haven't met her yet.
No,
that's how
we
long
keep her
it's
away
been.
from you. I don't know why.
What? That's not right. And what is Emily doing? Because you went to the Globes by yourself.
I did. You said it, so it made me feel bad. But the way you said it made me feel bad.
Did you not invite her, or is she not in town?
I don't invite her to anything anymore.
I see.
No, she's shooting a movie, and so I went alone. And turns out that when you go stag, they put you at a great table. I was at Leonardo DiCaprio's table.
Wow.
Yep.
Whoa.
I've never. Whoa.
There you are.
Perfect.
Bing.
Yeah. And that sounds really cool, except I didn't get a chance to meet him, and I didn't want to be like, hey, man, I'm the guy who doesn't have anybody. And then they won everything, so I'm in the middle of hugs, and people are like, this is the best year ever, and I was like, wasn't it? And then everybody went up and gave their speech. I felt really pretty stupid.
Oh, there you are in the background.
A lot. Yeah, definitely there was a moment, speaking of Alejandro, when he won, he said hi to everyone and thank you, because they all worked on the movie, and then turned to me, and there was that moment of like, why are you here? And I was like, congratulations!
It's been too long.
It's been so long.
Where the heck did you go?
You went away. You sold your house. And
I left you.
You moved to New York.
It was a bad breakup, but I was like, this is for me.
Yeah.
I need this.
You needed some space.
Yeah, I needed some space.
Oh, no.
We moved to New York.
You're still living with that lady, Emily Blunt?
Pretty sure that's her name, yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard with all the accents, but
Yeah.
I think it's Emily, yeah.
Emily Blunt is, you two are just the sweetest, most talented.
Thank you.
What a talented couple you two are, too.
She raises us, our stock up. She sort of tips the stock up in our favor,
I can't wait for Mary Poppins to come out.
can't wait
That's
for
going to be
that.
amazing.
Yeah, it's awesome.
She just did that.
You guys know Mary Poppins, right?
You remember that?
Yeah.
She just did that. So, And then since I've seen you, I met your little girl up north in Montecito at the San Ysidro Ranch, which is no longer there.
Which is terrifying.
Yes, and but now you have a new little girl.
We have number 2. Her name's Violet.
Oh, I thought her name was number 2.
Number 2.
How did you name her?
Yeah, I was a big Dr. Seuss fan, so I was like, just number 2's fine.
You named her number 2.
Yeah.
Violet.
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 Yep.
And the first one is?
Hazel.
Hazel. See, it's been so long, I forgot her name.
You forget the names, it's cool.
Yeah, well, I don't
The last time they were popular was in 1890, so we were like, we're safe, we're safe, yeah.
No one's gonna have another Hazel in the class. And how are they?
They're amazing. They're so much fun. I feel like every time people talk about their kids on this, people are like, we all have kids, ugh. But they're amazing. And they're geniuses.
Oh.
Yeah.
More so
no,
than
Violet
other
was
kids.
very funny. The other day, it was a rainy day, and I was trying to be a dad, and I started singing her a song, which is already a bad thing. And there's this song for kids that goes roly-poly, roly-poly. You guys don't know it? Oh, that's weird. And all of a sudden, Violet, who's 18 months, went, yeah, baby, that deep. And I was like, Emily, first of all, had she heard the song before? Second of all, what was that? And she's like, I have no idea. 3 days, we have no idea what that was. Then we turned it on in the car, and it was like, roly-poly. And at the end of the song, this guy just comes in and goes, yeah, baby. And I'm not kidding. She looked at me like, are we good? That's what that was. Like, Dad, you don't get me already.
Oh, my God,
Yeah.
that's hilarious.
It was weird.
And in that deep voice.
In that deep voice.
She's pitch
She's
perfect.
this big, and she was like, yeah, baby.
That's extra tiny.
Yeah, very small.
She's very, very small.
All right, here we go.
Yeah. I have this on here for a reason, because Blake Shelton...
Because you like Blake Shelton. Who
Yeah,
doesn't?
well, he's the sexiest man alive, and I'm sorry that you lost out, but you're in the section geeky to gorgeous.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. So...
Wow. Oh, good, they showed a high school picture.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Oh, great, perfect, you made it bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what everybody wants, right?
All right.
You guys all want to see your high school pictures?
Yeah, I think it's great when you go through an awkward phase. It's horrible when you're just like constantly popular or gorgeous your whole life.
That must be the worst.
Yeah, it must be. I don't know what that's like, but it must
I'm still
be.
in my awkward phase.
Yeah.
Look at these pants!
I like them.
Thank you, I like them too.
Well, then why did you say it like that?
Because it's like an awkward phase, but it's cool. It's geeky to gorgeous. Come on.
I like it, and you are gorgeous. And
thank you.
Do the girls like the beard? That must be fun for them to play with.
It is, yes. They love it. I thought they'd be terrified. And then I shaved it after the movie. In the movie, I have the beard. And I shaved it. And my 3-year-old said, what happened to the beard? And I said, oh, I shaved it. You know, that's so smooth. You can touch it. And she went, put it back. And I went, well, I'm not a Lego guy. I can't just like snap it back. It's gonna take some time.
But you did it.
I did it. I put it back for her.
You listened to your daughter.
Yeah, of course.
Does Emily like it too? She must like it also.
She does like it.
Yeah.
Which again, I thought she'd be terrified, but she does like it. Yeah.
So you did it for the movie, the scary movie. Do you like? I love scary movies. Did you like them?
Growing up?
Yes.
No, I still don't. I don't like scary movies or any of that stuff, and so I'm the perfect person to direct a scary movie.
But well, then why did? Yeah.
Nope.
Why? No.
No, I thought just like a shark was gonna come.
No.
Take me away.
No, but really, why would you do a scary movie if you don't? I mean, did it scare you? Did it take away the mystique by directing a scary movie?
Yeah, definitely. My whole thing was I loved the story of scary movies. So like, I haven't seen all the scariest, crazy stuff nowadays, but I watched Jaws and was that nerdy kid who was like, this isn't about a shark, this is about 3 guys overcoming their fears. And people were like, nerd. But I remember when I was 11, my brothers and I were over a friend's house and he was like, we're gonna watch Nightmare on Elm Street. Do you wanna watch it? And my older brother was like, you know what, I gotta get John home, he's too young for this. And I remember leaving and being like, you just used me. You did not want to see that movie. And you were like, sorry guys, the little brother. And then we got home and he was like, thank God we're not seeing that movie.
Yeah.
And we've never seen my middle brother since. So I hope he's all right.
Well, I can't, because when we come back, we're gonna show a trailer and I haven't seen it yet. I don't think you're finished with it yet. Is that right?
Yeah, you're just, I'm not finished with the movie. When it comes out, I still won't be finished.
Yeah. I want to see it.
Me in a costume being like, don't worry, it's scary.
No, I can't wait to see it.
It's
And I asked
really
about
fun.
it, and they said they're getting it to me because
Yes.
I really love scary movies. All right, so one last question before we go to break. They're bringing everything back now. I mean, Roseanne's coming back, Murphy Brown's coming back, and then I heard that they're going to reboot The Office. Did you hear that?
I did hear that on the internet. Guess who didn't get a call? Me. What does that say? NBC's like, you know who we didn't like? Jim.
No, that can't be. Well, then they're not doing
It better not be true. Oh, my God. Go to commercial. Go to...
They wouldn't do it without you.
Well,
no.
It looks like they are.
No, really?
I haven't gotten a call yet.
But, well, maybe they're not doing it.
I was just looking for a phone. Imagine if they were like, will you? And I'm like, let's suit up.
Yeah. Would you do it? I hope you would.
Oh, my God. Are you kidding? I'd love to get that gang back
Then
together.
you'd move back here.
I would move back here.
Yeah, then we'd see each other again.
We'll shoot it in New York.
Oh, no. So in honor of that, we love to play games here. Okay. So in honor of that, we're going to have a staring contest, and we have to be quiet, so we can't make noises.
Sure.
We can't do anything.
Okay.
But we just, so the first person, oh, my God, I'm going to be so bad at this.
I was going to say, you're so good at this.
No, I'm going to be so bad at this. The first person to laugh loses, and, okay?
Okay.
You make me laugh just looking at you, so this is hard.
Is that a good thing?
Yeah, it is.
Kiki the Gorgeous.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay, go.
It was Freddie. That was the worst.
It was good.
Oh, man. Oh. Don't wear light-colored pants on Ellen. Woo!
Oh, it was so good.
It was great to see you.
You were leading in.
I'll be crab walking out of here.
Let's take a look at that in slow motion, maybe.
Oh, good. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Do you see how small this is? Was he in there for an hour?
He's been in there for a while.
Freddie himself. That was the worst. I'm still shaking.
Yeah.
Look.
It was great because you were leading
Thanks, that was a great bit.
This was, you were completely... One day he's going to get punched.
You know what I love is that my hair was like, whoa. Oh, that was the worst. Thank you.
It was the best.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, John.
It's so good to see you.
Oh, that's his song. All Night Long is his song.
I wrote it.
When he dances, oh, man, you should have written it. You
I should have, yeah.
I
sort of wrote the dance moves to it. I should get trademarked.
Did you see him stretch out like that? He needs a lot of room on the dance floor when he does that song.
Oh, I love it.
What a year. I haven't seen you because you moved the family to New York and y'all are working like crazy.
Not because of you, just for other reasons.
Okay,
no.
That's why I had you here to ask. So I miss you very much. We'll talk about the incredible year you've had. But first, A Quiet Place, I mean, what a great success that is. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Thank you. And you were so supportive from the beginning. Thank you.
Well, I mean, it's brilliant. You wrote it, you directed it, you starred in it. And which was scarier, that or what happened to you last time you were here?
I don't know if you noticed I checked the desk immediately when I came out here.
Right.
That was immediate.
Yes,
that's fear.
Yes. You see the fist that happened right
there?
Yeah,
you know what's funny about that? My wife brought that up when I got home. She was like, do you know you almost punched someone on national television? Yeah. I was like, I can't control it.
Yeah. She said the Boston came out of you.
Yes, Boston, Boston John, No, that was it. That was like 0 to 1,000 in like a second.
Yeah, it was...
Quiet Place, I give you 90 minutes to get scared.
Yeah.
This was too much, too fast.
Yeah, you're right. It would not make a good movie. Yeah,
no.
It's too fast. Yeah. Now, will there be a sequel? Because it earned $340 million. Yeah. I'm sure you know that because you made
someone
some
told
money.
me. Yeah.
Will there be a sequel?
Yes, I'm writing it right now.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
That's so exciting.
Yeah, it was one of those things where I know the studio wanted to do it, and I said, yeah, just find somebody else. And they were looking for somebody else, and they've been so great about looking for somebody to do something really classy with it. And they said, do you have any ideas? And I said, I have this little idea, but it'll never amount to anything. And then 3 weeks later, I was like, I think this little idea could be a big idea.
Yeah, Emily was here. First of all, I mean, both of you had an amazing year. And did you have a nice, relaxing, at least holiday, or have you been?
We did. I mean, Thanksgiving, in our opinion, is the best holiday because it's all about family. And, you know, she's British, so they didn't celebrate Thanksgiving until she became a citizen here. So now she's like, I get a a bonus holiday. And it's her favorite holiday because of family.
And what did y'all do for Thanksgiving?
We had the Krasinskis up. This was, again, since the Brits are involved, it's a Krasinski holiday. And everybody came up, and we had a really nice time. The funny thing is, too, is when she became a citizen, I told her all about the wonderful things, but I didn't know that the best, most wonderful thing would be that in her ceremony, they did a ceremony to make you a citizen. And the only other person that was there was Matthew McConaughey and his wife, who was becoming a citizen that day, too. And I had never met Matthew, and I was like, oh, my God, this is great. And we were sitting there waiting for the judge to come out. And the best joke I've never told happened in that moment, which is the bailiff came out. And in my head, I went, all rise, all rise, all rise. And as it came out, I went, all right. I can't do it. I can't do it. And he looked at me like, were you going to say something? I was like, nope.
Nope. We're back with the incredibly strong, talented John Krasinski.
To play flashlight tag.
Yeah, to play flashlight tag. We're both very competitive, so we're going to play a new version of On the Spot. It's inspired by A Quiet Place. Here's how the game works. A word will appear on the screen behind us. One audience member will have to act out a clue to a word without saying anything, and we'll take turns guessing. If we guess the word correctly from the silent clue, we get a point. The first person to win 3 points wins. We're going to divide the audience in half right now. So even if you came with the person next to you, you are now their enemy. All right. So John will take this side, and I will take this side, and we will point to someone. So if you win, you come back and present 12 days with me. If you lose, you have to dress as an elf and present 12 days with me, okay?
Are either of those things bad? Because I love both of those things.
All right. Then it's a win-win.
Okay, perfect.
It's a win-win. All right, who's going first? You are. All right, I am. So if I point my flashlight to you, you will give me a clue. The woman in the blue right here, yes, yes. So there's a word behind me. Act it out so I can see it. Oh, the dab.
Okay, I'm 94 years old. I did not get that fast. Thank you. Right there. Sure. Oh my God, that is that video online. Floss. The dental floss?
Yeah, that's it, flossing, yeah, floss.
I'm embarrassed, I'm sorry.
Right.
I'm 94 years old.
All right, and you weren't even the one he was pointing at, but that's all right. All right, so we have another one over here, and let's see. Yes, in the red, yes. You're showering.
Yeah! Sorry, no. Did we talk about what happens if you lose?
No, we didn't. Nothing happens to me.
That sounds fair. In the back? Right there, in the back. Yes, yes! No, you! Giving birth.
All right.
I'm proud of you.
Yes, you, sir. You just said yes, you. Yeah. Gorilla. Tide. The tide.
Come on, guys, we can do it. We can do it. All right, who's gonna take it home? Who's gonna take it home for us? Let's do it. Rodeo. Oh, wow.
All right, looks like we're gonna win over here. All right.
That was good.
Okay. You, yes, yes. Twerking!